What's up, y'all? I'm Chase Baby, a hip hop artist from Champaign, Illinois. Currently working on a quarantine tapes interview with the homies from Glasse Factory. Going to be doing a performance for y'all later. But I want to reach out to y'all and let y'all know you can find my music on all platforms if you look up Chase Baby. You can follow me on Instagram at ChaseBaby217, Twitter at YoungManMister, Facebook.com/ChaseBaby217, Snapchat ChaseBabyHo. It's my sign on. Don't judge me. I really enjoy making music and I enjoy people hearing it. So if you like it, give it a listen. If you like it that much, share it with a friend and hopefully they'll do the same. What up, y'all? Performance section. Yet again, I'm Chase Baby. I'm going to be doing 3 songs for y'all. So you're getting 3 exclusives off my newest album that will release this year, probably around July, hopefully. So this first one is called It All Worked Out. Fucking segue. God. And there's no hook to the song either because I like being awkward. So, but I might get someone to sing on it. Hey yo, first things first, I am happy and free, highly favored and blessed. Meditated this morning before I even took steps. Got a spectacular life, no going backwards. I had homies die on me. The irony awoke me up and broke these shackles. Breaking old habits is hard, it's like masking a scar. Never got credit for my efforts like they cracking the car. Motor mouth, tongue twisting with a jabbering jaw. But closed mouths don't get fed, so catch me clamoring towards my goals. Check my horoscope this morning, was dated for the day before. Swear to God I could have swept the stress, but you can't change awards. A fatal horse is beating, trying to sift through the sweet, but at least I got this victory speech. All my ducks in a row, I'm weaving through them, make songs and I sing them to them. They quack at me, they still footing bills, so I bring it to them. Got to pay for this, I'm finally facing this, tired of evasiveness. Telling everyone I was okay with it, sensationalist. I take a pic and document my past around. Draw a blank, I'm off the drink, I'm blacking out. Get myself entangled in these toxic situations, but at least I'm gonna have some things to rap about. Baby, it's a celebration. Hell, that's frozen overzealous. We can sail the sea on skates, no one would notice. Life gave me lemons, so I split the seeds and made a garden. Just speaking about what's going on since we ain't answered Marvin. So for this album, I kind of found myself like fresh off quitting drinking and doing drugs all the fucking time like an idiot and having to really find who I am because I spent all the time trying to self-medicate, trying to hide from who I was. And it all worked out. In the long run, a marathon this life is. I want all the smoke, I got my marijuana license. Aside from my mind being a mausoleum for my demons, we can't forget the past or else we are bound to repeat it. I look back on all my past works, I feel for that man. Fruits of my labor made of layers, so I peel what I can and save the rest for later. Ration-wise, I respirate through acts of God and clasp my palms together cause I heal through my hands. And what a difference a day can make. You got the chance to change, be aware we all make mistakes. I'm fresh out the OR like a fish out of Crater Lake. I know it can be hard to start again, but we'll make it shake. Have trust in the plan, enjoy the process, make love to the land. We're made of matter, water, light, and love. We just like a plant. Highs and lows, we rise and fall, but we don't disrupt the clam. Hey, what's a wave if it can't crash the shore and rush to the sand? Yeah, that's it all worked out. I think it's the intro. I don't know yet, but I really like the song. All right, y'all. This next one, probably my favorite song to perform. It's also his favorite song. It's called Get Up. When I perform it in front of a crowd, I do like a call and response thing for the hook, where you say, get up. The hook goes like, I done beat up my liver, heart so cold, don't shiver, can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark, what is it? Even in the dark we shimmer. Duh. And then you say, get up, get up, get up, get up. You'll get it. I just fucked it up. It happens. Life. Let's do it. Yo, I'ma handle my Minutes my inhibitions will kill me if I don't figure this thin line out between love handshakes and me mugs. How can I balance real life and what it feels like to live free and breathe fruitful, leave from rewards, but of course we speak neutral. Had enough, live like a rock star for a 3-day span. Come back home, work for them in a new game plan. And dire need, I fire breathe on every line. But if nobody's listening, who gon' mention it? Reneging my better judgment, I'm in the thick of it. Hit it, they feel what we can pay off like fucking day off. Twisted just like a mental twizzle, then heavy dipping on trips and never physically move. Trying to harness my potential with limited forms, you've been officially warned. Setting stuck, getting my chrysalis on. Growing wings, getting my chrysalis on. I'm in my purest crystalline form, everywhere but remember the storm. Taking out with some messes, don't be afraid to frail, just get up, get up, get up, get up. I done beat up my liver, heart so cold, don't shiver. Can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark we shimmer. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Swear to God I won't give up, won't stop my momentum. Rules we break and bend them, words run deep like venom. Get up, get up, get up, get up. You got it, you got it. Thank you, crowd.
Stop reliving yesterday.
Petey on the vocals, that is not me.
Pain is from so I can watch it fall to its fate.
Get up, I done beat up my liver. Heart so cold, don't shiver. Can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark we shimmer. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Swear to God I won't give up, won't stop my momentum. Words we break and bend them, words run deep like venom. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Had to find a better way. Stop reliving yesterday.
Fishing for compliments, trying to win up my ego when narcissism takes over. I'm on the mouth, I learned to be vocal about the motherfuckers that I don't like. Looking down on my name, but trying to get on the mic for the life of me. I cannot make none of this shit up. Blood's gonna get lit up. Look at they gonna sip up. They gon' feel like the man, like they can do what I can when I show up down. Get up, get up, get up, get up. So what's the issue now? You on the internet flexing, you acting different now. Oh, I see, I ain't worth it. Trying to have fun with your broke ass friends, trying to get in free. You can't go past 10, that's hurting. Instead of kicking it and getting mad cause of what you don't have, you should be working for the cause. Might as well set the song as an alarm like get up, get up, get up, get up. Who got it better than you? I bet if you press down on the pedal, your potential will forever renew. I step in the room and spread the love, not looking down. Trying to level up, immortalizing the music, the loops are forever young. A little bit motivated, but no debated. I'm in the studio whipping bangers. I can't complain to say what I gotta do is what I get to do till I dip to a different room. Big a view full of trophies and photo finishes. No relating, I'm living and breathing. Healthy, I'm healthy and feverish. I'm receiving my blessings, never defeated. I leave a faith in myself and I believe in the people from the fetal to the fatal. Homies at the table, we been fantasy out of the fuckery with family, the only luxury material. I don't like give a fuck but not with my legacy. Nobody in like ahead of me, gotta move it with what I made in my head. I got telepathy.
Had to find a better way. Stop reliving yesterday.
I done beat up my liver, heart so cold, don't shiver. Can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark we shimmer. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Swear to God I won't give up, won't stop my momentum. Words we break and bend them, words run deep like venom. Get up, get up, get up, get up. I done beat up my liver, heart so cold, don't shiver. Can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark we shimmer. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Swear to God I won't give up, won't stop my momentum. Rules we break and bend them, words run deep like venom. Get up, get up. One more time, I done beat up my liver. Heart so cold, don't shiver. Can't get rid of like glitter, even in the dark we shimmer. Get up, get up, get up. I swear to God I won't give up, won't stop my momentum. Rules we break and bend them, words run deep like venom. Get up, 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 get up. Fade away, delay. Crowd goes wild, lights are going. I drink a beer, I hop off stage, and then I never perform again for the rest of my life. This last song, unlike the first two, depressing. But it's about life. In 2019, I lost two friends, Travis Stouffer and Hayes Carbajal, within a month of each other, and found myself in a funk, and the best way I cope with said funks is to write a song about it. The first take I recorded in the second verse, I started crying, and I was like, I'm gonna keep it, but then I heard it, and I'm just like, I was like, you can't hear what I'm saying. I can't do that. So yeah, just know it's an emotional song, but it's also happy. It's therapeutic. It's a part of life. I know that we all miss somebody, and although this may not be about that person, for you it can be. So salutations. Salutations. Just a goodbye for the ones I never got a chance to say. Before you left this earth, and in a timely fashion, we had plans to make. Asking God why he poured your light. You was full of life. I know his plan is perfect, but it's hard to accept when I'm still here and you're in the sky. I know you're smiling down. I've been trying to keep it all together, crying every time I play our project, but tears make it feel a little better. Glad that Fabi never sent that candle, cause just like you, it cannot last forever. Boy, you got the lightest with your love. Now I know it's limits to the sun. Got the news and I broke down in public. Middle shift, they had to send me home. Thank God Jason sent that private message, cause internet ain't how I'm supposed to know. Hugged your mother like she was my own. Met some friends I'll never take for granted. Still can't play our project without crying, but hearing that voice of yours, I think I'll manage. I pray for Tommy, Fabian, and Javi, Jason, Adam, Jacob, Maddie, Ali. This is pain that one just can't recover, but with some time I know we'll wear it proudly. Try to make decisions in your name. When you died, I gained a new perspective. Life gets overcast and hard to handle, but through the clouds I see your iridescent salutations. Just a goodbye for the ones I never got a chance to say. Before you left this earth, and in a timely fashion, we had plans to make. Asking God why he poured your light. You was full of life. I know his plan is perfect, but it's hard to accept when I'm still here and you're in the sky. I know you're smiling down. I've been trying to keep it all together. We grew close, but only for a moment. Though in my life, impressions last forever. We was both self-medicating. We was both dealing with depression. Opened up with you the night you left. Last one to see you take a breath. Survivor's guilt, a motherfucker raining. Still can't get that feeling out my chest. I stayed silent for a couple months. I'm still unpacking trauma from them steps. My therapist says I'm too hard on myself, and it's hard on my health to carry so much stress. Life isn't fair and it kills what you love, but sometimes you must learn to accept. I lost the both of y'all within a month. It took a part of me and left a void. Thank God for my baby, for her patience. Sometimes I just need to see the boys. Tried to make decisions in your name. When you died, I gained a new perspective. Life gets overcast and hard to handle. Then through the clouds, I see your iridescent salutations. Just a goodbye for the ones I never got a chance to say. Before you left this earth, and in untimely fashion, we had plans to make. Asking God why he pulled your light. You was full of life. I know his plan is perfect, but it's hard to accept when I'm still here and you're in the sky. I know you're smiling down. Hey, just a goodbye for the ones I never got a chance to say. Before you left this earth, and in untimely fashion, we had plans to make. Asking God why he pulled your light. You was full of life. I know his plan is perfect, but it's hard to accept when I'm still here and you're in the sky. I know you're smiling down. Yeah. R.I.P. to Jesus Carbajal, Travis Stouffer, Mason Creek, and all the others that we've lost throughout this life. Keep guiding us, and hopefully we'll see you one day. Thank you. Chase Baby.
What's up? We are here today with Chase Baby in Champaign, Illinois. This is his quarantine tapes and whatnot. So yeah.
Word.
You've been pretty busy during quarantine. You've put out like 3 projects. The
Yeah.
EP, Call It a Day album, and then this collab a few days ago, right? Chasing Trees.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really plan to put any of those out either. It just, I've been sitting on music for like a long time because I used to just put everything out like the second that I did it, and like I kind of wanted to try this out and then like plan some releases, and it seemed to work out really well. And then the plus of being in quarantine is like I have more time to create. It was hard to find like the inspiration to create at first, but then like I like honed all that in, and yeah, it's been fun. I mean, I still have my job, so I was able to, you know, like have income throughout the quarantine, which is fantastic. So, yeah, I also dropped an EP called The Leave of Absence EP, but that was really quiet. I put it on like Bandcamp, and that's it. So, yeah, so 4 projects.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what have you gathered inspiration from throughout this whole pandemic for all this music?
A lot of stuff, really. Grief from losing a couple friends. I've gathered inspiration from like lifestyle changes. Like I used to like party a lot, and like from like the age of 14 to like 2 years ago. So like That lifestyle change led to a change in like the music and like the content of my music, because I would basically like I rap what I know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like like it's like front for everybody. So when I quit partying, I kind of had to like it forced me to like dig deeper and to rap more introspectively, which I already had, but I always had that like backup for like party music, which was easy to do. It was easy to perform. It always got like the best reception and that kind of stuff. Um, but it's been a lot better on like my mental health with the lifestyle change, and like the music's become happier. I've been recording in like the daytime now, which I used to like never do. So I have like the windows open and like the sun's like shining in. I just feel happier. It's more of like a therapeutic thing now. So yeah, I say I gather inspiration from past experiences and like current like moods. Sometimes like the mood will influence the music, or the music will influence the mood. It really depends on like the day or the song.
Word. So, which of your projects do you feel are closest and dearest to your heart, and why?
The most would be the Call It a Day EP, because that was with my homie Hayes, and he passed away like 3 months after we finished recording it. So that's for sure the one. Like, it's still pretty hard to listen to. I'm actually one of the songs I'm performing is like a tribute to him and my other friend who I lost like a month after Hayes. So that one for sure. And then my newest album, which I'm gonna release this year, called The Blue Collar 2, which is the sequel to my first album, which is called The Blue Collar. That's really introspective as well. Probably my most yet. So I'm really excited for that one. So I say those two, probably the most dear to my heart.
What are some common themes of your music, more specifically?
Anxiety and depression for sure. I've struggled with that since I was like 20. So the past like 10 years of my life. It's been something I've been really like open and like vocal about, especially in like the beginning of it all, which in like the early 2010s, like the stigma behind it was still like very alive, and not many people spoke on it. They thought you were like weak if you had it. And I mean, even like folks in my family who didn't really like comprehend like what I was going through and that kind of stuff. So I've gotten like messages throughout the years from folks like thanking me for being vocal about it. Some folks say I've like saved them from like self-harming and that kind of stuff. So that's the most like gratifying thing I've ever gotten from music. Like if I don't pop off or I don't get fame, it's just the fact that like I help somebody, but that's enough,
Most definitely.
So those are very common just because it's something that I go through every day. You have good days, you have bad days. Some days you wake up, you don't know how you're gonna feel, and music is really the best way for me to cope with that, and it's a very therapeutic thing. Other than that, self-growth, just overall like lyricism. I like to be clever and to twist words. I can rap really fast, but I try not to all the time because I think it's kind of like gimmicky, but there are times when it fits, and so I just like to showcase my talents as like broad as I can without seeming like I'm trying to do like too much, or to where it like takes away from me having my own sound if I'm like trying to live in like so many different worlds, or like trying to be in like so many different lanes. So yeah, anxiety, depression, growth, just hardcore lyricism, and like balance in life, in music, everywhere. Yeah, I'd say those are the common themes.
How would you describe your flow, your sound?
Chaotic, for sure. I was raised off of like golden era hip hop from like my oldest brother. He had like a collection of tapes, and when he wasn't home, I'd go in there and I'd take like 3 or 4, and then I'd go into my room and I'd play them, and then like I'd have to act like I was listening to like Barney or some shit, like doodaloo, but really I'm listening to like Move Back Motherfuckers, the Onyx is here. So that influenced me, and I started freestyling at 6, and then freestyling really influenced my flow because in the process of freestyling, I kind of like stumbled upon how to put words together that I normally like would not have, or like happy accidents would happen. And then I learned to rap fast through Twista because I would try to rap like him, and then I'd memorize all of his like songs, and then I learned how to rap fast. So it's really chaotic. It's really versatile. Depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm feeling really like fired up and I'm amped up and I want to make a hyper, almost like manic song. And then there's other times where I'm I'm relaxed and I want to make a happy, smooth song, or I'm depressed and I want to make like a somber song. So it's all over the place, but it's all very me at the same time, you know?
So would you say your brother and those tapes influenced your direction towards rap?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't think there's anybody who has a healthy relationship with their siblings that doesn't like want to like emulate their older siblings, you know. So that's what I wanted to do. Him and his friends would be in the room like freestyling, and like I'd be outside the door like hearing it, like, man, I just want to be with them. So I started rapping on my own, and he'd see it, so he like let me in. I wish I had those old tapes because they like recorded them on like a karaoke machine. I'm sure it was fucking terrible, but yeah. So that started at 6, and then it was really just freestyling until about 8th grade, and I started to write, and then that's when I started to like blossom as an artist as opposed to some kid at the lunch table, you know.
Cool. Who have been some of your favorite people to collaborate with on all your projects?
Ooh, good question. The obvious answer would be who's formerly known as Truth, aka Trouble, who's now known as Sandman Slim. Him and I are in a duo called Treble Chasing. We've done summer camp in the Canopy and like Carbondale venues. What is it? The Hangar 9 and a few other places. That's the duo that's gotten the most like acclaim outside of our solo music. My buddy Big Trees, shout out Big Trees, he lives in Decatur. We have a duo called Chasing Trees, which we just put an album out on Wednesday, on the 17th. That's like my best friend. So him and I just happen to rap, but like we're really good friends. Other than them, let's see, my homies from Kankakee, Ill State, who Hayes was in, R.I.P. Who else, man? People from Champaign. Why did I just make a fart noise in the mic? I don't know. I don't really. Jarrell Young for sure. That's my homie. Jay Moses from The Great Thinkers. He's been my favorite rapper from Champaign since I began to rap. So I always like to reach out to him. Gatson, he's really dope. We have a few songs together. I try to switch it up though. I don't really want to be like, have the same like people on each project. So there's a lot of rappers in Champaign who are really, really good, and I try to give them all like an equal, not opportunity, like it's an opportunity to like hop on a song with me, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, just an equal, like
explore the different vibes.
Yeah, just to have the platform to see like who shines the most. And I have a really good like ear for music, so like it wouldn't like, I try to pick who I think would sound the best, as opposed to being like, yeah, like I like him the most, so I'm gonna like choose him or her or like whoever raps. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think I ran that question on a little bit too long, but that's
cool.
fine.
Give them the shout outs. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us about this new record you just put out a few days ago.
Chasing Trees.
Yeah.
All right. So the backstory to this, we met in 2011. I think it was 2011. Through a mutual friend, and he told me that he raps, yada yada, and like I was rapping at that time. I was doing a couple of shows, and then we got the opportunity to open for Machine Gun Kelly at Canopy, and then I was like, "You should hop on stage with me." He was like, "Dude, I've never rapped on, like yada yada." He was really like nervous, and we started to create music. And we created an album called Chasing Trees in like 2013 that we were supposed to put out, and that we never did through like disagreements with the person who was mixing it, a little bit of ego clashing between the person who was mixing it and me, because at that time I had completely unjustified ego that has now since been killed. So yeah, the album was supposed to come out a while ago, and then it got scrapped. We kept some of the songs from the old stuff, but we linked back up like 2 years ago to record a new one, and we did 8 new songs for side A, which we called it, and then side B is 8 of the old songs. So you can really hear like the difference, like the growth musically and personally from the first side to the second side. But it's all really cool. It still like gels together, so it doesn't seem like 2 separate projects. It's still very much like one entity. And it's really good. I'm really proud of it. I didn't think it ended up being this great, and it's really good. Obviously, like I'm biased. But
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
yeah,
Congrats.
thank you. So yeah, Chasing Trees on all platforms. Purchase
So,
it.
What? Yeah, purchase it. buy
Purchase
that.
it.
What is your mission as an artist?
Really, just self-expression. Having the speech impediment when I was younger, like I really yearned to speak what was on my mind, but a lot of the times I couldn't, or I didn't have the opportunity, or I'd be like rushed, or someone would try to like finish my sentences, or I'd get made fun of. So I was really shy, and I didn't really like put myself out there. I'd rather be quiet in like the back of the room and like not have anybody even like know I had a speech impediment than to try to speak and then get like shot down. So that's where rapping was. I don't even think I like noticed it then, but it was really the only way I could say what was on my mind without feeling like I have a spotlight on me for all the wrong reasons, or feeling like I'm being judged, or like all eyes are on me.
You're commanding that attention
yeah.
and energy. For sure.
Yeah, just kind of like turning a negative into a positive. So in the beginning, it was just like self-expression, which it is still to this day. Speaking of the devil. But now, since I've grown up and I got my own struggles, I dealt with anxiety and depression heavily, and I have a lot more to say. I just tried to shine light on things that are like true to me, things that I care for, and try to be honest with myself. And I think in the process of that, you'll gain listeners and you'll gain attention for the right reasons, as opposed to trying to like, put on like a facade for So yeah, just self-expression and honesty. If I were to compress it to 2 things.
Cool.
Word.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So how can people stay in touch with you and keep up with your music?
Good question. I've recently created through a friend of mine. I didn't create it at all, actually. I'm taking credit for something I didn't do. My friend, Rob, he created this like landing page for me. It's the link that's in my Instagram, so if you hit that, it'll be there. It'll be on like my Facebook fan page and whatnot.
What's the Instagram? What's the Facebook?
Instagram at ChaseBaby217. Facebook.com/ChaseBaby217. You see the similarities there? Branding, baby. On Twitter, though, it's not that at all. It's young man mister. But Twitter's like where I go to tell jokes and stuff that I can't really get away with on Facebook or Instagram.
Got to do it somewhere.
That's where I'm a dirtbag at. So if you want to see me as a dirtbag, follow me on Twitter.
That's also where we're going to be posting our podcast episodes.
Bet. You'll get to see that. Congrats. So the landing page, it's like a consolidated link of like all my social media, all my side projects, all my current projects. There's my discography. There's all my music videos, and it's just all set there with like labels, and you can see it. It's all pretty. It's organized. So yeah, if you hit my Instagram, I think right now it'll take you to the Chasing Trees landing page, but if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a little @ symbol. Click that, and then that'll take you to the landing page. But if you go to my Facebook, it'll be on there. I'm probably going to put it like to where it's like pinned up to the top. That would make sense. I should do that. I'm
Are you most stoked for after this whole
performing.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm because like even like with this podcast interview. What I say? This is not a podcast whatsoever.
I said it was
This
a
whole
podcast.
Quarantine Tapes interview, I get to do a performance, and I'm really excited for it because I don't get to perform live right now, and like that was a huge part of my life. So when something that you love gets like ripped from you, obviously for like the best possible reason, like I'm in full agreement that to have like a show right now would be stupid, but I can't wait to get back into it. Like I yearn to perform. It's like my favorite thing to do ever. So yeah, if you couldn't tell how thirsty I was to answer that question, performing, I miss it so very much.
What's the energy like at your shows?
Man, it's really raw. Like it depends on the crowd. Obviously, I like to like read the room. If it's more of like an intimate setting, I do some more like my intimate music. If it's a festival, I just go crazy. And like my hair comes down. I may take my shirt off because I'm very comfortable with my body now. You know, the whole self-growth thing, you know? Yeah, for sure. It's all about being comfortable with your body. Positivity. Body positivity, baby. I don't. That felt really good to do. It's just really intense, especially like the Trouble Tracing sets are like really high energy, like extremely high energy, and he's really high energy, so I try to match his. He's a lot more fit, so he can move around more. So I try to overcompensate with like my performance and like really like rap fast and because he can do like backflips and I can jump like 2 inches. So there's
you make up for it in the height.
Yeah, there's quite the difference.
6'4".
But I have long hair and I go and shake it around. And it's real fun. I find my ways to match the energy. It's not through physicality though, that's for sure. Can't do backflips. I can try to do backflips, but I'll injure myself. It won't be good.
Sweet. Thanks so much. This was awesome.
Yeah, this was really fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.